Let's face it, disrespect is a test, a fire meant to consume your peace if you let it. The subtle jabs, the dismissive tones, the overt challenges to your dignity, they all whisper a question. Will you lose control? But here's where the Stoic finds their strength. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Respect begins within, and no insult or slight can touch it unless you allow it. If this resonates with you, stay with us. By the end of this video, you'll not only master the art of handling disrespect, but also find yourself equipped with the strength to command your inner peace. If this message speaks to your journey, consider liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and joining us in spreading the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. 1. The silent stare. Have you ever been interrupted mid-sentence, right in the middle of explaining something important? Or perhaps you've shared a thoughtful idea, only to see it brushed off with a dismissive comment or an eye roll. That sting of being disrespected is all too familiar. It's a universal experience, one that stirs up an immediate urge to retaliate, to snap back, to defend your worth. But what if there's another way? A way to demand respect without uttering a single word. The silent stare is more than just a look. It's a deliberate act of power. Imagine holding calm, unwavering eye contact with the person who seeks to undermine you. In that moment, you shift the dynamic entirely. The person who interrupted or dismissed you is suddenly forced to confront their actions. The silence you've created acts as a mirror, reflecting their behavior back at them. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This technique isn't about intimidation or passive aggressiveness. It's about composure, control, and confidence. By refusing to let someone's negativity dictate your emotions, you remain grounded and unshaken. The silent stare embodies the essence of Stoic mastery, a quiet defiance that communicates self-respect and inner strength. It says without words, I am in control, not you. The next time someone disrespects you, pause. Resist the urge to respond with anger or frustration. Instead, meet their gaze with calm, collected silence. Let their words linger in the air, unanswered. Watch as the dynamic changes. The weight of their actions will settle heavily in the void you've left for them to confront. You might be surprised at how quickly this simple act disarms them while preserving your inner peace. If this strategy resonates with you, why stop here? Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join us on a journey of mastering Stoic practices. Together, we can navigate these challenges with grace, strength, and an unshakable sense of self-worth. Let's build a community grounded in resilience and respect, one silent stare at a time. 2. Silence is your answer. We've all felt it. A sharp comment strikes a nerve, an unnecessary criticism lingers in our minds, or an outright insult shakes our composure. In these moments, the temptation to respond feels overwhelming. It's instinctual to want to defend ourselves, set the record straight, or prove our worth. But what if the most powerful response isn't a response at all? What if silence could say everything that needs to be said? Silence, when chosen intentionally, becomes your greatest ally. It's a decision to hold your ground, conserve your energy, and refuse to engage with negativity. Imagine the person who threw out that insult or criticism. Without your reaction, they're left alone with their words, forced to sit in the stillness you've created. In that moment, the weight of their actions becomes clear, a reflection they cannot escape. As Epictetus so wisely observed, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This doesn't mean you're avoiding the situation or pretending it didn't happen. Silence is not passivity. It is a deliberate act of control. By staying silent, you will send a powerful message. Your words do not define me, and I will not allow them to disturb my peace. This non-reaction is where your power lies. The storm of chaos dissipates because you've chosen not to fuel it with your energy. Think about the last time someone aimed negativity at you. Perhaps they made a snide remark or questioned your abilities. What if, instead of defending yourself or retaliating, you simply paused? You took a breath and allowed the silence to stretch. The space that silence creates is transformative. It shifts the energy of the moment and places you firmly in control of the interaction. Suddenly, their words lose their sting, and you walk away with your peace intact. Silence also has an uncanny ability to make others reflect. Without a reaction to latch onto, they're left with only their behavior to examine. It's a subtle yet profound way to encourage introspection. By staying silent, you're not only protecting your own mental clarity, but also giving the other person an opportunity to confront their actions. The next time someone throws negativity your way, resist the urge to react. Take a deep breath, steady yourself, and let the silence hang in the air. Watch how the situation transforms. You'll find that this simple strategy preserves your inner peace while subtly shifting the dynamic of the interaction. If this resonates with you, consider taking it a step further. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join us in mastering the timeless wisdom of Stoic practices. Together, we can navigate life's challenges with strength, grace, and an unshakable sense of self-respect. Let's embrace the power of silence and face these moments with quiet confidence. Third stop, explaining your choices. Have you ever made a decision that felt deeply personal and right for you, only to find yourself bombarded with questions? Why did you do that? Why didn't you choose something else? People often feel entitled to explanations for choices that have nothing to do with them. It's frustrating, isn't it? It's as if your life is on trial, every decision subject to their scrutiny and judgment. Here's the truth. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices. Your decisions are your own, shaped by your experiences, values, and desires. When someone questions you, the instinct might be to defend yourself, to explain your reasoning in hopes of gaining their approval. But why? Their understanding or agreement isn't necessary for your decisions to be valid. As Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." The same applies to justifying your actions. If your decision aligns with your truth, that's all the validation you need. Offering unnecessary explanations only opens the door for judgment, debate, or worse, unwarranted advice. A simple, firm response like, "Because I wanted to," is often enough to close that door. By choosing not to explain, you set a boundary. You're saying, "My choices are not up for debate." This isn't about being dismissive or rude. It's about preserving your autonomy and energy. You're not obligated to make others comfortable with your decisions, especially when they have no stake in the matter. The next time someone questions your choices, pause before you answer. Ask yourself, do they really need an explanation? If not, keep it simple. Protect your peace by asserting your confidence. This act of quiet self-assurance not only preserves your energy, but also subtly teaches others to respect your boundaries. If you've ever struggled with the pressure to justify your life to others, know that you're not alone. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join a community of people committed to living authentically and unapologetically. Together, we can learn to stand tall in our truth, free from the need for anyone else's approval. 4. Keep your distance. We've all encountered them. The people who seem to thrive on crossing boundaries, belittling others, or spreading negativity. Maybe it's a colleague who constantly undermines you in meetings, a friend who masks insults as jokes, or even a family member who never fails to make you feel small. Each interaction leaves you drained, questioning your worth, and wondering why you continue to tolerate their behavior. It's an exhausting cycle, one that takes a toll on your mental well-being. Here's the hard truth. Not everyone deserves a front-row seat in your life. When someone consistently disrespects you, the healthiest response isn't to argue, justify, or endure. It's to create space. Distance is not about hatred or bitterness. It's about self-respect. By stepping back, you protect your energy, your peace, and your sense of self-worth. Seneca wisely said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Keeping your distance from toxic individuals is not an act of cruelty. It's an act of kindness to yourself. By reducing their access to your time and emotions, you create room for healthier, more respectful relationships to flourish. You shift your focus to those who uplift and support you, rather than those who tear you down. The next time someone disrespects you repeatedly, ask yourself, do they truly deserve this much access to my life? If the answer is no, take action. Start by limiting interactions where possible. Choose when and how you engage, and prioritize your well-being over their opinions. Remember, you're not obligated to keep people in your orbit just because of history, obligation, or societal expectations. This process might feel uncomfortable at first. Society often tells us to be endlessly forgiving, to tolerate disrespect in the name of politeness or loyalty. But protecting your peace is not selfish. It's necessary. By keeping your distance, you're sending a powerful message. I value myself too much to allow this behavior to continue. If this idea resonates with you, take it further. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join us in learning how to set boundaries and cultivate meaningful connections. Together, we can create lives filled with respect, balance, and positivity. 5th, hold your head high. Have you ever felt the weight of someone's words trying to bring you down? Maybe it was a snide comment, an outright insult, or simply the way they dismissed your presence. Disrespect can sting deeply, especially when it feels like an attack on your worth. But here's the thing. Their words, their actions, their negativity, none of it defines you. What truly matters is how you see yourself and how you choose to carry yourself in response. Holding your head high is more than just good posture. It's a physical manifestation of inner strength. When you stand tall, with shoulders back and chin up, you send a clear and silent message. I know my worth. This quiet confidence is often more disarming than any retort could ever be. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. By choosing to hold your head high, you're choosing thoughts of resilience and dignity over those of doubt and defeat. This act of confidence isn't about arrogance or pretending to be invulnerable. It's about showing that disrespect cannot diminish you. People who rely on making others feel small often seek to provoke a reaction. They thrive on seeing their words land and their actions sting. But when you refuse to shrink, when you refuse to react, you take away their power. You show them that their negativity is theirs to carry, not yours. The next time someone tries to undermine you, take a moment, breathe deeply, straighten your posture, and hold your head high. Meet their gaze with calm assurance, and let your silence speak volumes. Notice how the dynamic shifts. They may falter, caught off guard by your unshakable presence. And even if they don't, you'll walk away with your dignity intact and your self-worth unscathed. If this resonates with you, why not take it further? Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join a community committed to mastering Stoic wisdom in everyday life. Together, we can navigate challenges with grace and strength, one confident step at a time. The power of silence. Have you ever felt the sting of disrespect? A harsh comment, a dismissive tone, or an outright insult, and been overwhelmed by the urge to retaliate? It's a natural reaction, isn't it? To defend yourself, to shout your worth to the world, to demand recognition. But Marcus Aurelius offers us a different perspective. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Silence, when chosen deliberately, is not weakness. It's a profound statement of strength. By saying nothing, you reclaim your power. You force the offender to sit with their actions, confronted by the void of your response. In that quiet space, the energy of their negativity is diffused. Silence, after all, is not passivity. It's active restraint. It declares, "Your words do not control me," while preserving your dignity and peace. The silent stare is a testament to inner discipline. It communicates confidence without the need for words. A wordless gaze speaks volumes about your self-control, your resilience, and your refusal to be dragged into unnecessary conflict. It is a reminder to both yourself and the world that your worth is not dictated by others' opinions or actions. The next time someone disrespects you, pause. Take a deep breath and resist the temptation to react. Instead, meet their words with calm, steady silence. Let your quiet strength fill the space. You'll find that this simple act often disarms the offender and shifts the dynamic in your favor. It's a way of standing your ground while remaining above the chaos. If this resonates with you, take the next step. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join a community dedicated to mastering Stoic wisdom. Together, we can navigate life's challenges with strength, grace, and an unshakable sense of self-worth. Embrace the power of silence. It may be the loudest statement you ever make. 7. Detach from their judgment. Have you ever felt the weight of someone else's judgment pressing down on you? A harsh critique, a dismissive tone, or even a snide comment can leave you questioning your worth. It's tempting to internalize these moments, to tether our peace to the approval or disapproval of others. But here's the reality. Their judgment is not a reflection of your value. It's a projection of their own chaos. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, reminds us, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Their words and actions belong to them, not to you. They reveal far more about their inner turmoil than they do about your character. Imagine a storm raging outside your window. It's loud, perhaps even frightening, but it cannot touch you unless you open the window and let it in. So to us, their disrespect is just noise. It can howl as much as it likes, but it remains outside. Why then do we allow ourselves to be shaken by the judgments of others? Detaching from their opinions doesn't mean ignoring feedback or avoiding accountability. Instead, it means recognizing that your worth isn't up for debate. You are not obligated to carry the emotional baggage of someone else's criticism. The next time you're confronted with disrespect or unwarranted judgment, pause. Visualize that storm outside your window and remind yourself that you are safe within your own space. Their words do not define you. Stay rooted in your center, steadfast and unshaken. This detachment isn't indifference. It's a profound act of self-preservation and clarity. By detaching from their judgment, you reclaim your peace and your power. You're no longer a prisoner to external validation or criticism. You're free to live authentically, guided by your values and your truth. If this resonates with you, take the next step. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join a community dedicated to living with resilience and self-respect. Together, we can navigate the noise of the world while remaining anchored in our inner strength. 8. Define your boundaries with resolve. Have you ever found yourself saying yes when you really wanted to say no? Or letting someone push past your limits just to avoid conflict? These moments are all too common. Fear of confrontation or the desire to be liked often leads us to sacrifice our boundaries. But over time, this can leave us feeling drained, resentful, and even questioning our own worth. Why do we allow this to happen? Because setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable. It's easier to appease or avoid than to enforce what we know is right for us. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." Fear often drives us to compromise our integrity, but clearly defined and calmly enforced boundaries are our greatest shield. They protect not only our time and energy, but also our sense of self-respect. Respect isn't demanded from others, it's commanded by how we uphold our limits. Think of a gardener pruning dead branches to let the tree thrive. In the same way, we must prune toxic influences from our lives. This isn't an act of cruelty, but one of self-respect. When you set boundaries, you're telling the world, "I value myself enough to protect my energy and peace." Boundaries don't push people away. They filter out those who don't respect you while creating space for healthier, more supportive relationships. The next time someone crosses your boundaries, don't hesitate to step back. Distance isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Speak clearly and calmly about your limits and follow through. This might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to putting others' needs before your own. But each time you enforce a boundary, you strengthen your integrity and reinforce your sense of self-worth. If you've struggled with setting boundaries, know that you're not alone. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join a community of people committed to cultivating self-respect and resilience. Together, we can learn to define and defend our boundaries with clarity and confidence, honoring ourselves in the process. 9. Rise above pettiness. Have you ever been tempted to fire back when someone disrespects you? Maybe it was a snide comment or an outright insult that left you simmering, thinking of all the ways you could respond. It's human nature to want to meet fire with fire, to stoop to their level and show them you won't back down. But let's take a moment to ask, what do we gain by matching pettiness with more pettiness? Marcus Aurelius offers us a wiser path, reminding us, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. When we retaliate, we become entangled in the same negativity that hurt us in the first place. It's a trap that drags us down, leaving us no better than the person who wronged us. Conflict born out of anger or pride rarely ends well. Instead of resolving the issue, it often escalates, tarnishing our character and stealing our peace in the process. The solution? Rise above. Choose to embody the virtues you hold dear: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These values are your armor against the chaos of the world. When someone tries to provoke you, let your response, or lack thereof, be a testament to your strength. Deflect their insults with grace, and let your actions speak louder than your anger ever could. Each time you choose grace over retaliation, you reclaim your dignity and preserve your inner peace. Rising above pettiness doesn't mean ignoring injustice or letting people walk all over you. It means responding with integrity, ensuring that your actions reflect who you truly are rather than who they want you to become. By refusing to engage in their negativity, you remind yourself and others that you are in control of your emotions and your actions. The next time someone tries to drag you into their pettiness, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Most of the time, you'll find that the answer is no. By holding your head high and walking away, you demonstrate a strength that's far more impactful than any argument could ever be. If this resonates with you, take the next step. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join a community dedicated to living with resilience and integrity. Together, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and strength, proving that rising above pettiness is not just an ideal, it's a powerful way to live. 10. Find strength in self-respect. Have you ever felt the sting of someone's words aimed at undermining your confidence? Disrespect often comes in subtle ways: a sarcastic comment, a dismissive look, or an attempt to belittle your efforts. These moments can leave us questioning our worth, as if the opinions of others hold the key to our value. But here's the truth, and disrespect is a tool meant to destabilize you, not a reflection of who you are. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, reminds us, no man is free who is not master of himself. This profound insight teaches us that true freedom comes not from controlling others, but from mastering our own emotions. The words and actions of others do not define us. How we choose to respond does. When faced with insult, the question we must ask ourselves is simple yet transformative. Am I less because of their words, or am I greater because I choose not to react? Choosing not to react is not about weakness or avoidance. It is a powerful declaration of self-respect. By holding your head high, not with arrogance, but with quiet assurance, you send a clear message. No external force can diminish your worth. This confidence doesn't demand recognition or validation from others. Instead, it radiates from within, rooted in the knowledge that your value is inherent and untouchable. Respecting yourself first is the cornerstone of commanding respect from others. When you carry yourself with dignity and confidence, others will have no choice but to acknowledge it. Those who continue to disrespect you will find their efforts futile, as their negativity cannot penetrate the shield of your self-assurance. The next time someone tries to belittle you, take a moment to pause. Breathe deeply and remind yourself of your intrinsic worth. Resist the urge to react or defend. Instead, stand firm in the knowledge that their words are powerless unless you give them weight. In doing so, you reclaim your peace and reinforce your inner strength. If this resonates with you, consider joining us in exploring more ways to cultivate self-respect and resilience through Stoic wisdom. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and become part of a community committed to living with strength and purpose. Together, we can navigate life's challenges with grace, proving that self-respect is the foundation of a fulfilled and unshakable life. Stoicism is not just a philosophy to ponder. It is a way to live with intention and strength. The timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca offers us practical tools to face life's challenges. Disrespect is inevitable, a common thread of the human experience, but it is how we respond that shapes our destiny. Will we let impulsive reactions rule us, or will we master our emotions and become the authors of our own character? The path is clear. Embrace the silence when words would only escalate conflict. Detach from the judgment of others, knowing their opinions reflect more about them than you. Define your boundaries with courage. Rise above the pettiness that seeks to drag you down. And most importantly, ground yourself in unwavering self-respect. These are not just acts of strength, but declarations of your worth and commitment to a life well lived. As you practice these principles, you not only transform your own life, but also inspire others to walk the Stoic path alongside you. True respect begins within, and it radiates outward, influencing the world around you. The choice to live with resilience, dignity, and purpose has always been yours. Take it, and let each moment be a testament to the strength and wisdom within you.